So, B&M, it's a coaster company known for a lot of the roller coasters you ride on these days. Especially the ones at Cedar Point. You have your dive coasters there. You have your wing coasters like Gatekeeper, Thunderbird. They're B&M all over the place. From Gigos to Hypers to Flying Coaster to Florist to Inverted. You've ridden a B&M before, more than likely, if you've ridden a coaster. So, let's talk about this new B&M Surf coaster concept and what could this thing really be. This thing's kind of been around for a little bit of time now. They got it patented like a while ago. But this is supposed to be a new coaster design expected to go in at SeaWorld Orlando. And it's supposed to be like the first type of it going in there. So lots of people are thinking it's going to be like a stand-up, but you're standing sideways. It's going to be like an advanced stand-up coaster that they actually fixed and made it so it's a better ride now. But I just don't see that being very likely. Those went extinct for a reason, and sure, it would be nice if they somehow figured out a way to make it nicer, but I just don't really see it possibly happening. Also, there are some people thinking this could be like a 4D coaster, kind of like what the other companies already have in their 4D coasters, which does make a little bit more sense, but I still just don't see it happening. But I will give this one the second best chance of being true. And then others are thinking it's a possible water coaster just because of like the surf part, and I've got to say, I'd be kind of surprised if it was just a water coaster type ride, because it's hard to gain a big market for a ride like that, and B&M usually tries to innovate to like all over the world, like North America, like Ohio basically area, like Michigan, like, and then they do Europe too, and like Britain. And like most water coasters won't be able to go in there. They'll basically be down south. So that brings us to the title of the video, where I think this coaster concept will be a B&M launch coaster. As we go through all the concepts they have already, with the last coaster they built, they had their stand-up coaster, which is Georgia Scorcher, which the last one they built was in 1999. Their inverted coasters, Banshee was the last one built in 2014. Then their floorless coasters, Firebird in 2019. Their flying coasters, Flying Dinosaur in 2016. Their hyper coaster, they were built in Candymonium. And then Gigas is Orion, and both those are getting built in 2020. And then their dive coaster, they're building Emperor in 2020. And then their wing coaster, Falcon in 2020. Then they also have sitting and family coasters. So the only thing really missing from this question is kind of a launched coaster. Now, let me tell you why naming it a surf model instead of like a launch model makes sense. First off, they don't have to make all of these models launching coasters, since it isn't in the name, so it could possibly have a chain lift if they really wanted to, or like, it's possible to have a chain lift. More than likely, most of these are going to be launch models though. Second off, when you are surfing, there's a lot of like gliding and riding, and like next thing you know, you're going up on a wave and you do like a little whip motion. So it's like, I think this coaster for B&M could just be like a lot of like how low to the ground turns and whips and maybe inversion every once in a while, kind of like an Intamin and Gershwin, like those launch models basically. But there's always possibility of being a chain lift. So that's just my thoughts and opinions on it. If you agree or disagree with me, tell me why down below. If you also have anything to add, put that down below as well. It'd be great. We'd appreciate it. Also, if you have a suggestion for another video, put that down below. May make it to another video sometime here in the near future. And of course, thanks for watching. Make sure to click those links down there, and from Twitter, Discord, and Patreon. And of course, thanks to my sponsor, FNX. They make pre-workouts, supplements for you, and they're fruit flavors, and they taste great. And you can use my code for 15% off. And of course, just make sure to keep on weaving through every day, just like it's your last.